Hi, Connie. Well, I've changed the camera angle so that I'm actually going to be looking at you a bit more. Hi, Nature Crafts. Hi, Jane. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Ian. Hi, Miguel. Hi, Jill. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Rebecca. And Uncle Tom Cobley and all. Hi, Wendy. Oh, I've been doing battle with that darn Paris on the decking today. She's going in the garage. Yeah. It's too awkward. To put it here, it's like balanced on everything. It's always fallen off about 3 times already. So you'll be lucky if I see the evening out Miguel facing this direction, honestly. Hi, Jane. Yeah, Paris is in the doghouse. Hi, Shan. Paris is definitely in pieces. She is going in the garage, and her replacement is going to be arriving on Thursday, hopefully. Hi, Brittany. I'm glad you can stay for a while. Yes, Paris has been banished. I'm so sick of her falling over. She's just... I know, I think she nips out in an evening when I've gone to bed. I think she goes to the night clubbing or something. Because she definitely is legless. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Kitty. Hi, Sandra. She's so bulky and so big that I couldn't possibly post her to anybody if anybody wanted her, if Kelly doesn't want her. So I really don't know where she's going to go. I really don't know. I mean, first of all, her leg broke and I had to have her wrapped up in like a bandage thing. And then she fell off her plinth, and she didn't just fall off her plinth, she broke all the mechanism that was holding her onto the plinth. Well, if he's ever up to Manchester, yeah, he's welcome to put her on his boat, yeah. Oh, I think it's wear and tear over the years, Ian. She just keeps falling over, and every time she falls over, she does some damage to herself, yeah. I used to belong to the free cycle, but I gave it up, Sham, because everything I wanted was always kind of miles away, and I didn't have a car or access to a car anymore. So I gave up the free cycle. So I'm not actually on it anymore. I'm sure I'll find a home for her if Kelly doesn't want it. Yeah. Oh, I've got a message on the other. Oh, yeah. It's from the lady, one of the ladies who's going to be doing my... Yep, she's... Let me just give her a thumbs up to let her know I've read her message. Beep. It's still not posted it. Yeah, it has done now. It's one of the ladies who's... I keep looking over there even though the camera's over here now. Trev is miles away from me, yeah. He's more down London way. Yeah, so... Oh, hi, Designs by Jean. Hi there. Can I put her in for year's decoration? Yard art, yeah. I'm sure people would love her. Every time it blew, the wind blew, she'd fall over, and she will not stand up on her own 2 feet. That's the trouble with Paris. Oh dear. I've got a message from Gigi's dad. Sorry about this. Right, I think that's back. I've just had a message from Gigi's daddy. They're in Malta. Oh, I'd love to go to a crochet and knit group. I really would. Some bloke will pick her up. Oh, God. Somebody picks her up, they'd soon bring her back. Oh, good afternoon, Lydia. Yeah, Gigi's daddy is Maltese, but he lives over here. The adorable little Gigi is lying down in the front room because he's just had a silly half hour chasing a cat around the garden. I mean, the cat won, obviously, because Gigi's not that fast. Oh, yeah, Falcon, yeah, maybe he will. No, he likes to go for the Easter, religious things where they carry the things through the street, yeah. A different background, yeah, I've changed where I put the camera, but I keep looking over there, even though the camera's over there. Yeah. Yeah. That's the trouble with kiddies is they get a bit bored, don't they? Yeah. Gigi is a little. He actually woke me up in the middle of the night. He was sick somewhere. I had to get up because I had to go and find where he was sick. That's going to be perfumes there behind me there on the two shelves. That shelf and that shelf are my perfumes. Yeah. Yeah, I saw it once when I was on the Greek islands many years ago, and we saw the Easter parade on one of the little islands, and it was absolutely magnificent. But one of the rituals is everybody takes a light from the candle that the priest is holding, and everybody was lighting off these candles, and then this big gust of wind came and blew all the candles out. And we sort of thought it was kind of funny, if you know what I mean. Luckily, we weren't laughing out loud, but everybody else was going, because apparently it was a really bad omen, that all the candles blew out. So I don't know what kind of a year they had, because we went home, like, obviously just after the Easter. So, yeah. But this gust of wind just came from nowhere and just like blew everybody's candle out. So apparently it was a bad omen. So I'm still looking over there, aren't I, when I should be looking over there? I find it difficult to talk to that camera there because I'm so used to it being there or there. Yeah, it was a big gust of wind. You got jumped on, did you? Who jumped on you? Miguel. I'm still sorting out I've actually been very naughty. Not only have I ordered a new Paris, I have also ordered a new camera. But it's kind of what I call business expenses, because I'm never going to sell my crochet if my pictures are horrible and if my mannequin keeps falling over. I've not done much today, actually, Ian. No, I've done some washing, hung it out, brought it in just a few minutes ago, and then I just sat on the decking really, and I read a bit, and I went shopping this morning for food and that. Yeah, you're right, Bear. It is an investment. I mean, it's going to be hopefully beneficial in the long run, because like you can't take good pictures when your camera's kind of rubbish. Yeah. Oh, hi, Beth. Welcome. First time you've seen us live. Oh, yeah, we're a nice lot on here. They'll make you very welcome, Beth. Hi, Ginger. Yeah, so I looked on it, even though I've put myself in a bit of debt, I've looked at it as an investment, yeah. Hi, Jeannie. Oh, goodness. Kelly's been poorly all week. And the boys, they've all been poorly. Oh, dear. I suppose everybody's got their opinions, haven't they, Miguel? My opinion with Etsy is not too good at the moment, yeah. Zelda! Hi there! Hello! We were talking before, weren't we, about knitting groups and crocheting groups and everything. And Zelda goes to a fantastic one. If you watched her videos, if you don't, go over there and watch them. And they had all these knit and crochet groups and stuff like that. And it was brilliant. Everybody was there, and it was like, oh, lovely. Oh my goodness me, Jeannie, you've had a heart attack. Oh gosh, I hope you're all right. Yeah, see, and that's the one. It looks great, didn't it? Everybody was having such a whale of a time. Oh, you know me, Christina, I'm just clocking on as usual, you know. Yeah, I hope you stay better, Jeannie, yeah. You can't use that as an excuse, you know, for not coming on here on a Saturday night. Oh, dear. Hi, Anna. Oh, thank you. I did, Zelda. I thought I said, oh no, I said it on one of my videos. Perhaps you haven't watched it. I said you'd sent me, and I showed the stickers and that you sent me. Yeah, very nice. Thank you very much. See? Yeah. Yay! Z's in the house. Z's in the house. Oh my goodness, Jeannie. Yeah. We haven't got oh gosh. Forgot her name now. Claudia. We haven't got Claudia. Are you making your favourite summer top? The one that I made as well? Is that the one? Well, I am glad to hear, Gina, that you've got a strong heart. Yep. Oh dear. Oh dear, Miguel. You're talking to Zena, are you, Brittany? Not me. Yeah, well, it will be, won't it? It will be a shock for your boys, yeah. Be a shock for you as well. It'd be a shock for me if it happened to me, yeah. I remember years ago they thought I'd had a heart attack. It turned out to be one of those silly viruses that attacks your heart. So thankfully, it was just a viral thing. But it's frightened me, I tell you. I was only in my 30s. Gigi is resting on the sofa in the other room after chasing a cat around the garden. And he lost because the cat got away. Randy, well, she's posted on her own page, I think, recently. I'm sure she has. Yeah. Yeah, my friend's mum, we were over there one New Year's Eve and she kept saying, oh, I need some hot water. I've got indigestion. And it turned out she had a heart attack. Oh, I tell you, this cat, Gigi's got no chance. His little legs don't go that fast, a cat. But he was so perplexed because the cat jumped over the fence and he's like still waiting for it to come back. He was like there transfixed for ages. Yeah, I believe they did a blood test on me. That's when they found out I hadn't had one. Um, but it was a panicking sort of hour, you know. I mean, my son was only in his 20s, early 20s, and he must have been panicking because he rang for my ex-husband. And next thing I knew, my ex-husband turned up, and I thought, oh, I must be dying. They're all around me. Anyway, it turned out to be nothing, thankfully. Oh, Gigi definitely claims the yard, yes. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, Z was saying she's making her favourite top. I must make another one of those somewhere. I found the pattern. Found the pattern. Gaming goes wild. Well, you can't be talking to me, so, you know, I'll just say hello back. Yeah, it was a nice top. It was a lady who did a video, and then because so many people um, made it, she took the video down. What am I working on? I'm still working on, yeah, it is a la-di-da thing, Miguel. Um, I'm still working on the cape. Yeah, I've done about 41 inches, I think. And I've got to do 56, I think. 56, yeah, got to do. I'm working on a full-length cape now, Z, for a lady. Well, she's a friend. Oh, he can move when he wants to, can that, Ian? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good job he went to the hospital, isn't it? Say my name? Why do I need to say your name? Well, you're surprisingly quick considering you're not feeling well, Ian, yeah? That was hand dyed from Countess Ablaze in Manchester. I believe. Yeah, I thought you were nature. Um, yeah, I've just copied it, yeah. What's my most disliked crochet items? Amigurumis. I love them when they're done, but I don't don't like making them. Some people are a dab hand and they get them great and they have lovely. Oh, Mermaid tells us the second one. Yeah. Oh, blankets. No, don't do blankets. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I've gone crazy and ordered a new camera because I want to sell them, obviously. So I've had to speculate to accumulate, is it? Because my camera takes such rubbish pictures. It doesn't show the stitches up. When I looked at the photographs that Claire had taken of my stuff, you know, and she put it on my making mart, and I looked at it and I thought, oh, what a difference a good camera can make. You know, it showed every detail of the stitches and that. And I looked at my photos and I thought, no, they look rubbish. I've been talking about getting a new camera. Kelly and I have been, both of us, talking about getting new cameras. We were both supposed to be waiting until we got paid, but I was in that kind of mood today. I mean, Zeal know what I'm talking about. Though, what the hell? I'm going to go and get it. It's going to make me happy. So I've ordered a new Paris and I've ordered a new camera. The camera's coming on Monday, and Paris is coming on Thursday. Paris number 2. Oh, she's broken, and I'm not packing her up and sending her off and posting her off, Jenny, sorry. I would just start with something like a summery top if you've got cotton, really. You know, it's just 2 square pieces. Well, not squares, just 2 kind of oblong pieces or whatever. Um, would make a nice little summer top, and you wouldn't get bored like you might do with a throw Lydia. She's only just beginning or whatever. She wants to make a garment. Hi, Patricia. Yeah, I agree, Jane. Do I have an egg for Easter? No, no. No, I don't have an Easter egg. I'm not supposed to eat chocolate, even though I have got some that I've been eating all week. Oops, there it is. I've been eating all week, though. There's only about half of it left. So that's in lieu of an egg. Yeah, I can't crochet tight anymore. It hurts my fingers too much. I used to make toys ages ago before they called them amigurumis. But the toys I made were bigger. They were more like the Jean Greenhow, and I used to knit them. But features, they are a joke to me, the features. They always finish up cross-eyed and look like they frighten any child, And no. I think Easter eggs are kind of overpriced, really, when you think how little chocolate you get in an Easter egg. Hi, Jenny Star. If you weigh it up ounce for ounce, what you're paying, kind of for chocolate Easter eggs. I know they're nice, but you're paying like twice as much, I don't dislike amigurumis. I just dislike making them. Yeah. Oh God, arms and legs. Yeah, I can't get the arms and legs in the right place. I get one arm up here and one arm down there. I think people who make them a lot kind of get the hang, don't they, of where the arms go and where the features go. Whereas when we're nervous and we're just making them for the first time, it's just that silly doll. Oh my God, I should raffle that book off and say do it for a giveaway, but nobody would thank me if I gave it away. They'd all be like, what have you given me this for? It's horrible. Oh dear. I think I missed something about a newbie crochet wants to know what she should make. I think something that isn't too taxing if you're a beginner. Start off making the easy things and don't make anything that's too complex because it tends to put you off. Yeah. Ah, Heidi, party. Yeah, my favorite color. Can't you guess what my favorite color is? Purple. Yeah, I like red as the second one. But, oh God, that would be 4 inches of ribbon as well, yeah. Yeah, bar of chocolate, you get more bang for your buck, don't you, really, when you get the pink shade of blue, yeah. Yeah, I just love purples, yeah. I know I admire these people who knit continental, but there still seems to be a lot of flipping when they're doing the pearl stitch, even in the continental. I know they say it's quicker, but to me it looks really awkward. It doesn't look. The knitting flows dead easily. Yeah, I'm a thrower as well. Yeah, when I knit. The continental knitting looks easy, don't it? You just like pick it through. But when I watch them doing the pearl, they sort of going in, and I thought it looks more complicated than the way I do my pearl. Yeah. I've tried teaching myself, but I just go back to the ordinary way. Yeah. No such word as can't, as my grandma used to tell me. Cannot, can't means you won't try. Mm. So that's what my grandma used to say. That's what she said to you, Miguel. Yeah, I knit with one needle under my arm like that. I can go really quick, but it hurts my shoulders now, so that's why I don't do it. I've got a cardigan that I really desperately need to finish. It's chunky, big needles. Kelly, no, I've tried to message her today. I don't know where she's gone, to her mum's or where she's gone, but I couldn't get hold of her. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Um, I presume she's up at her mum's or somewhere. Yeah. She's not been well, Dee, all last week. Her and the boys had a bug thing. They were not very well at all. Um, how beautiful my voice is. You don't get out a lot, do you, Philippe? Yeah, I'm hoping. She said she was feeling a lot better. Yes, she shall, Sean, yeah. Um, oh, I don't bother about straight edges, Lydia. You always put an edge in round the edge anyway. Well, I do anyway. I put like single crochet to the Americans, double crochet to me, round the edge anyway. So I don't mind if it goes in and out a bit. And especially if you're doing seams, because you just match the in and outs together, don't you? No, I don't belong to well, I don't belong to Facebook groups. Yeah, I thought you were, it's just Ravelry groups I don't belong to anymore. I was watching a lady today on videos, and she was saying that she doesn't post any of her finished projects anymore in Ravelry, um, because most of her patterns are her own, so she doesn't post them. She just posts them in the patterns page where you buy them. Yeah, I stopped putting them in on Ravelry in my finished projects because I just got all sorts of silly questions all the time. You know, how did you do this? How did you do that? And all this jazz. And I kind of, I pickety stitch. I kind of just do my own thing half the time, even if I um, start with a pattern. I don't finish up with the pattern. If I knit a pattern from start to finish and don't alter it in any way, shape, or form, it's a miracle. What hooks do I use? I use Susan Bates, but that's just my personal preference. I've tried other ones. I've tried fancy ones. I've tried the ones that are shaped. Tried the ones that are supposed to be better for my arthritis, but just go back to the Susan Bates, yeah. I alter every pattern. If I look at it and I think, I don't like the way they've done that shape in there, that looks a bit weird, or that doesn't look right. And so I think, no, I'm not doing it that way. I'll do my own. um, I just drew a little diagram, Miguel. And then I've just carried on increasing once I got the neck bit sorted out. Oh, it's going longer now. It's growing longer and longer. There it is now. Just finished the brown bit. Right, okay, Sean. We'll whistle if we need you. So I don't know which end. Oh, that's the end. Oh, I thought she would do, Z. Hi, Alicia. I find the furls a little bit heavy. I've only got one, mind you. Maybe it's just a heavy one. Yeah. I know Z got some Leica or Lica, how we pronounce it. Crochet hooks. She won them in a crochet off competition, not a conversation. Yeah. Oh, I've been doing it's growing slow. I mean, it takes me. Oh, I don't bother about straight edges. They're straightish. They're not too bad. I don't care about things like that. You're going to be listening, okay, Alicia? Righty ho. I need to find out what colour I'm going to do next. I might do beige, actually. I want to leave. Ooh! I know, they don't. I might be wrong, but do they not have a thumb? I need a thumb plate. They didn't look as though they had a thumb plate on those hooks you won, Rosie. I can't crochet with anything that's not got a thumb plate. I'm weird. I learned to crochet with hooks that had a thumb plate because you know. Yeah, she's the fastest hooker in the LA. Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw them, when you won them and you were showing them. I thought, oh, it's got no grip. I wouldn't be able to use them. I have bought all kinds of hooks in my time, given most of them away. Yeah, she's the fastest hooker in the West. Hello, Nathan. Hi there. I find it difficult to grip the furls handle. They're too wide for me. How long do I have, Gigi? I have until Tuesday. Is it, or maybe Monday? Not sure. One or the other. Hi, Donna. Hi, Kelly. When did you sneak in? Yeah, I mean, everybody's got their own preferences. I don't think there's a right or a wrong. I always say that you just use whichever hook you feel comfortable with. Yeah, I've tried. I see people using a certain kind of hook, and I think, oh, yeah, that's the hook for me. And then I buy them, and I think, nope, that's not the hook for me. Add them to the drawer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like you say, everybody's got their preferences, and as I say, it's no right, no wrong. You just use whatever you feel comfortable with. Yeah, Z's here. Yes, Z's in the house. Yeah, yeah. I'm a bit sort of. Some of the wooden ones are great, and some of them snag a bit, don't they, or drag. I find wooden ones are all right for yarn that's very, very slippy because they tend to grab at the yarn more. They don't slide the same. So I don't mind wooden needles for some projects, but I wouldn't want to use them for every project. Yeah. I've broken the plastic ones bare, but I've never actually broken a wooden one. I'm not the fastest hooker at all, no. Where I hold it there, when it's a plastic one, I must be like Uri Geller, keep doing that with it and then it just bends. I have no idea what it is. It's a 6mm. I don't know if it's a K. I think it's 6mm. US. know what it says. It's a J, is it? Yeah, right, it's a J. No, I like plastic need hooks for certain things, I must admit. Um, I really do. But sometimes they do squeak a bit. But plastic hooks, I break them for fun. My favourite one to break is a 4mm. And the trouble with over here is it costs as much to buy one like 4mm hook from Susan Bates as it does to buy a whole set. And now I hold mine that way, which is why the ergonomic ones are no good for me, because they don't go across the right. Oh dear, Jen, you better get going if she's in labour. Do I know Belgium? I'm sorry, no, I don't. I've never been. But when I first started crocheting, I used to put it in and wrap it around like I was knitting. My aunt used to tell me off. She used to say I was shoveling it. She said, "Don't you shovel. You'll never be a crocheter." All right, Brittany, enjoy your Easter dinner, love. I'm sure it'll be very nice. You'll have good company. We don't really bother much with Easter dinners over here. Oh, me and Tunisia and Ian. I'm still coming to grips with that. No, shoveling means you're crocheting like it's a knitting needle. I've got some zips still around from when I had the shop somewhere. And I've also got buttons from when I was... how many in my family crocheted? My mother did a little bit of crocheting, but she was mostly a knitter. My aunt was a crocheter. She didn't knit much at all. And I think that was it, really. Most of my family were knitters, actually. I started crocheting when it was fashionable back in the 60s because I saw all these dresses in... I had ideas above my station when I was a teenager. I used to buy these really highbrow kind of like fashion magazines and stuff. You know, I used to spend half my wages on buying the Vogue. And, you know, I couldn't afford, obviously, the things that were in Vogue. So I used to look around for copies, or I used to try and make my own, yeah. And no, we never really had a traditional Easter dinner. We'd have hot cross buns. None of us liked the hot cross buns are spicy, like, I don't know what you'd call them. And the cross is supposed to symbolise something religious, isn't it? The way they put the cross on it. But they're very, very, like, fruity and spicy, a hot cross bun. But they were traditionally only... it's not like a muffin that's in a case or anything like that. It's flat. It's, I suppose, like... It's difficult to describe. But the white cross on them, across the top of them, is symbolic, like of Easter. No, it's not a cookie. It's more like bread, but with sticky things. Yeah, contains dried fruit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know, but now you can buy them all year round, but originally they only made them. But they're not as spicy as they used to be. They used to be really, really spicy. But now they're sort of watered down a bit now. Yeah, it's a bit like a flat bun. I always think the Americans think of muffins as what we call like cakes, yeah. Yeah, it's sort of bread, but it's got all the spices and the fruits and the. I mean, I think it used to have candied peel and all sorts in it, didn't it? Yeah. Oh, hi, Anna. Oh, you're going to a Hobby Lobby? How's my back? Well, I bought myself a new corset. I don't mean a super duper corset. I mean a back support corset. And I've been wearing it all day, but it's just started to get on my nerves now, so I've took it off. No, it's not one of those kind of corsets here. No, it's an old lady's corset. You know, one of those with Velcro on it. You know. Hi, Marisa. How are you? Do I wear heat patches? Now and again I do, yeah. Disappointing Trevor, don't think so. My yarny husband. It's a dress, yeah. I love my hippy chippy dresses, yeah. Oh, Les Dawson, Sissy and Ada, yeah. You're turning Japanese for the day. Oh, I don't think I've eaten Japanese. Now, Shan's the one for Japanese, yeah. Yeah, Shan likes Japanese food, does he? Hi, Anna. No, my corset is not a gorgeous corset. My corset's a back support with Velcro. It is definitely not sexy or anything like waist trimming or whatever they call them. It's not one of those corsets, no. No, it's not sexy at all, my corset. It's functional, holds my back straight. Tell you what, while I was wearing it today, though, I had a nice posture. Can you not sue the corporation or whatever it is for you falling down a hole, Z? You know, if it was a hole in the pavement or something, the sidewalk or whatever, surely it shouldn't be there. Hi, Marie. How are you, love? Yeah, hot cross buns toasted and ice, aren't they? The rest of the year, they used to be called currant tea cakes, didn't they? And it was only called a hot cross bun if it had that cross across it, yeah. It's your fault. Well, it was a big hole you fell down. It can't be your fault, can it? There shouldn't have been a big hole there. Oh, hi, Marie. You're having a birthday today. Happy birthday, dear. Yeah, I've never sued the corporation, but I've had a few trips up over pavement, bits sticking up. It's bad round here. 78 years young. Well, you're a little bit older than me then. declutter it, and I want somebody to come to my house and help me to declutter. I'm in desperate need. I am just beginning to be a hoarder. I'm going to be on that television program soon if I don't sort out. I don't think we have, Robin. Oh, thank you, Nathan. Jenny was watching me put my makeup on today. It takes me longer and longer these days to cover up the cracks. I have to smile, you see, then I don't get the droopy bits down here. I look a bit silly going around like that all day long. But when I relax, I look miserable. I broke my shoulder when I fell over the pavement, yeah. I tripped over a raised flat slab. I didn't put a claim in though. Should have done, but I didn't. Yeah, they're always putting claims in over here for falling over things, especially if it's somebody's fault. You didn't put the big hole in the pavement, did you, that you fell down, did you? At Z. No witness, no camera. Take a picture of the hole. That's what most people do. My son wanted me to claim. He actually went to the pavement where I'd fallen, lay on the pavement, taking a picture of how far the paving stone was sticking up. Yeah. Seems to be a lot harder to get claims in that in America, and yet you would think that America was the epitome of all the claims, like industrial injuries. See, they should be paying you wages while you're off because. Mm, I must find my. Um, I've got a thing that fits on the back of your chair that runs up and down your back, massaging it. But it's a bit vicious, actually. Our pavements, oh my goodness. Sidewalks, as you would call them in America. People park on them and heavy goods like run over them, so they crack them all, and it's. Oh yeah, over here they're always mithering you. Have you had an accident that wasn't your fault? No claim, no blame, and all this jazz. I've never done that myself, actually, but. Oh, they're always asking me, you've had an accident in the last couple of years? No, I haven't had a car for the last 12 years. Does anybody else in your house drive? Hang on a minute while I ask the dog. And they always go, put the phone down. Yeah, and if anybody hits you up the back end, it's their fault because they should be watching what they're doing. The car that runs into you is always the fault car, or so it used to be. Hello, my little Trevor. Hi, darling. Yes, I do sometimes, but I've got arthritis, yeah. Hi, Trev. What are you doing for Easter, Trev? You got your Easter eggies? I was wearing a back support. I wasn't wearing a corset, Trev. Oh, dear. I've, I've retired Paris. I'm putting her in the garage. I'm buying a new Paris. I've had enough of her. Oh, for goodness sake. Whistle, whistle. Whistle, whistle. No, it wasn't a corset, Trev. It was a back support. It was not a sexy one. It was a great big one with bones on it and a Velcro. Not even in your wildest dreams could it even have been called sexy. I took it off now because it was getting on my nerves. I wore it most of the day. I tell you what, it's like going round a... Hello, Grace. How are you, dear? No, the new one's going to be Paris as well. Yeah, Paris number 2. Yeah, it helped for a while, Nathan, and then it started getting on my nerves. Yeah. Hello, Grace. Oh God, they're just being awkward, Z. Ugh. Nathan was looking for you all last week, Grace, and you didn't make it. Yeah. He was saying, Grace is coming on in a minute. Grace is coming on in a minute. I'm getting a new camera. I'm going crazy. I've ordered a new camera and I've ordered a new Paris. So, if I'm in the poorhouse, will somebody come and rescue me? Yes, it's the famous Z Trev. Yeah. Zelda RJ3. Z, you've got to meet Trev. He lives most of the time on a narrowboat on the canal. The barge man. Hello, Delisha. Yeah, he is very cheeky as well, Z. I should warn you. Yeah, Trev is cheeky. He's a cheeky crafter. He's good fun though. No, Z's in US. Yeah, he is a cheeky crafter, Z. You're right there. Soon be time to go back on your boat, Trev. Soon be warm enough. Oh, you're on the boat now. You move back on it, or are you just there temporary? He does crafting on his boat, Z. Or just the weekend, yeah. Yeah, it's sort of alternating, between warm and cold over here. So, like, you're lovely and warm one day and then you're freezing the day after. It's like me with my decking. I mean, a couple of days this week, it's been like being in the tropics on my. No, Sue's not got savage with the wild hoggies. She's actually had her grandchildren up there this week staying with her. And they've loved it because they've been down to the beach with Sue's new dog. So they've been in their element, yeah. Z won't. Oh, yeah, Sue's coming to see me soon, very soon. She's still trying to find all her stuff and sort her house out yet, though. They've got a lot of things they want to sort of slightly change. I don't mean major kind of stuff, but decoration. It's like when you move in a new house. It's never your taste, is it? So she's got all sorts of things like to do, yeah. Yeah, the beach in Scotland's a bit wild and woolly. We've got a Livingston up in Scotland as well. We've got a lot of places in the UK that you've got in the US. It's like that with Australia as well. They've got a lot of places in Australia that have the names of the English places, like Newcastle and stuff like that. See, I'm still on the same row I started. I've got quite a ways to go. Oh, she was busking with the bagpipes, was she? As long as she wasn't singing. Sue's like me, she doesn't sing very well. Oh, hippie, hippie life. Another topics for you today on Pinterest. I'm sorry, I'll have to look at them later. Yeah, I think you could fit the UK in Texas and still have spare land left over. Oh, I don't think she's going to go with a tartan dress. I've not seen Sue in a dress ever, to be quite honest. Oh, God. I can't remember where I've wrote it down either. Oh, I've got it written down in one of my books, but I don't know which one. I'm looking if it's in one of these down here. Yeah, I'm still crocheting it. I'm still going round and round and round. Let me see if it's in here. Mm-hmm. No, I didn't write it in this one. I wrote it in one of my notebooks, but I don't know which one. Yeah, I had the bare bones of it somewhere that you told me, but I can't remember which book it's written in. Hang on, there's another one here that says Jan's Notes. I don't know which book I wrote it in. No, obviously not that book either. Why do I never write things down? I should write where I've written them, shouldn't I? No, it's not in any of these books. Nope. If I find it, I'll let you know. Oh, Jonas, yeah. Watch Jonah all the time. I must admit, I haven't watched his last one yet. No, I don't know where I've... oh, there's a nice pen there. Oh, nice pen. It's amazing what you find when you're not looking, isn't it? I would like to go to that, like the craft show, craft place thing that Z can go to. That little knittery place. The only one we've got near me is like old dears, really. I know I'm an old dear, but I'm not that old of an old dear, if you know what I mean. Besides which, they meet about 10 o'clock in the morning, which, you know, I don't really do 10 o'clock in the morning. They're the kind who knit little toys and stuff, so they're just not my people, if you know what I mean. They're not my tribe. Yeah, they look nice, friendly people, didn't they, Dee? Yeah. I dare say the people near me are nice and friendly. It's just that they're not my tribe, if you know what I mean. I don't think what anybody crochets for a start off. I wished I could go to this year's the knitting thing, the Yarndale thing, because it says they've got more crocheting coming in, or more crocheters going to be there. But it's such an awkward place to get to. You can't get there by public transport. It's just so annoying. I mean, I don't go to spend a lot because the wool's like super expensive. I don't really buy anything. I just go to have a look round and you're so silly, Trev. Oh dear. Yeah, but the things I crochet, you know me, I crochet things that are a bit way off. And you get little old ladies like looking at you like, a bit weirder. Missing all these, crocheting all these. How do I get around my fingers, really, I think. Just trap it on my left hand. It's also on my right hand as well. Trap it always. You just evolve how you hold your thread, don't you, really? I had to think about it when you asked me then, because I just do it automatically. The quilting group. Oh, you probably weren't using the right kind of material, right kind of fabric. Yeah, yeah, I think Trev needs a front tooth. And then he can make a video where he's talking to us. You cannot be a sex symbol without your front tooth. I'm sorry, Trev, but you know you can't. How are we going to pair you up with anybody if you haven't got a front tooth, Trev? Oh dear. Oh dear me, dear me. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, I'm having a drink, but it's not doing anything. Oh. Uh, yeah, coffee cup, it could be a brick. My dad used to say that. Yeah, choke over nothing, Patricia, yeah. Makes my eyes run as well when I start to cough. It's worse when you're out in public, and everybody comes Yeah, I've got snacks. I've still got my Pringles. I did. Oh, I'm showing you where the camera was before. Still got my Pringles. I haven't finished yet, and I've still got part of a bar of tiffin, dairy milk tiffin. Oh, I'm allergic to anything, me. Allergic to life, I think. Oh, you're off to make crumpets. Has the little one gone to sleep then? Yeah. I have allergies when nobody else does. I have allergies right at the beginning of the year. My GP says it's tree pollen. So I never knew I was allergic to tree pollen. Oh, you suffer from tree pollen, do you? I don't think I've ever eaten a brownie. Sure, I haven't eaten a brownie. You'll have to keep moving about, Z. It's not doing you any good. If I sit too long, my legs go numb. My son is allergic to dogs, but that doesn't stop him having a dog. Oh, I don't think I want to know, Patricia. Yeah, I don't like honey. I just gave my son. I bought some wildflower honey, thinking that it would help, you know. Oh, hi, Mama. But I just don't like honey, so I gave it my son because he loves honey. Yeah, I love cats and dogs. I think I'm allergic to. I was allergic to Poppy the last time she was here. My eyes were running and that. But I think it was because she rolls in the grass a lot. I think she had grass pollen and things in her fur. Maybe if I'd have brushed her well, she would have been fine. I had to find this, would you believe, on Amazon. I couldn't find it anywhere in any of the shops. It's a beggar when you have to buy chocolate off Amazon, isn't it? I would love a dog. I really would love a dog, but it isn't fair because I can't walk it, and and I can't afford to pay a dog walker. So I don't think we have fire ants. No, yeah. Would you believe I'm not even at the end of the first row yet? How long have I been crocheting this row? It's so big. Such a long row. I don't like dark chocolate. I really don't. It tastes bitter to me. I know it's better for you, much, much better for you, but I just don't like it's bitter. The only dark chocolate I ever used to eat was that one with the mint in it. Was it fries something cream? Yeah. On my motorbike, my scooter. Yeah. Gigi does ride on my. Have you managed to sort it out, Zoe? Z? It was all melted when it got there. I sent her some Cadbury's chocolate, and it was all gooey in a great big mess when it got to. Thankfully, it was in a plastic bag. The first time I sent Z any chocolate, it wasn't in a plastic bag, and it had oozed out all over what I sent. Did the bunnies ever recover? See, I sent her these little bunnies and they just went into a great big melted mess. Yeah, the only dark chocolate I like are those, are the wafer thin after eights. That's the only dark chocolate I like, yeah. Oh, God, no. Oh, that's nice, yeah. That hexagon cardigan you wear is lovely. The one you did with all the, um, what do you call it? Oh, Noro. I want to make a hexagon cardigan out of. I've got. Oh, you did. You said thank you many, many times. See, um, I've got some sari silk yarn that I've been saving from a long, long time ago because it cost me an arm and a leg. So I don't. If I don't think I've got enough though. I'd like to make like a hexagon cardigan out of that. There's no way I'm ever selling that because it cost me so much money. You couldn't sell it. Yeah, well, it was a surprise. Otherwise, I could have sent you two of one colour, but I just sent you one of each colours that I thought. Yeah, I mean, it isn't that expensive over here. It's just the damn postage to send it over to you. That's the bit that's the worst bit. Yeah, I'm not keen on the frills. I've only got one hook, but it's very, very heavy. And they're a bit big on the handle for me. A bit too bulbous. Swirl double knit, it's one of Style Crafts. It's a cake. It's really, really pretty. I've got a couple upstairs, I think, that I bought from Abercarn. Yeah, the Bartic swirl, yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? I've got two, I think, upstairs that are waiting for me to make something with them because I love them so much. I've actually had one for quite a long time. It was when I went into Abercarn when we all met up in Manchester. When I met up with Zoe and that. I tend to do that. I buy something when I see it and I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and then it just sits there for a while until I think of the right project for it. Because you can't just make anything with anything. I don't know whether you're the same. It's got to sort of speak to me. No, I haven't used Parcel to Go. I've tried looking at different couriers, but they've not been any cheaper. But I mean, the Royal Mail is just ridiculous. Well, it actually went. Oh, what's it called? Not the Royal Mail. It's part of the Royal Mail, isn't it? It's like Parcel Force, isn't it? But their prices are just absolutely ridiculous. I'll try that next time. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Some yarn just like kind of speaks to you, doesn't it? That says, "I want to be this." Yeah, I think somebody's being cheeky here. 8 storage and organisation ideas, step-by-step tutorials for organising projects. You trying to tell me something, Google? Oh dear. I badly need somebody to organise me. I am just rubbish at starting things. This is where I miss Sue. Sue was my little cattle prod, if you know what I mean. She used to motivate me and saying, you know, come on, let's start this, or come on, let's do this. And I mean, so does Kelly for to a certain extent, but the trouble, yeah, I would laugh as well. It's like me with cookbooks. I've got three cookbooks I've got there for, you know, the hairy bikers and easy dieting books, and they're still there. I've opened them. I did have a look. Yeah, yeah. Ginger Sue moved about a month ago. She lives in Scotland now. All right. I've got a do list. And Kelly said to me, "What have you time scale have you put on it?" I said, "I've just put 2019." Yeah, no, I've been doing a bit more. I've got to do some more tops when I get my camera, when I get my replacement Paris. I mean, this one might not want to be called Paris. I've got to look at her face when she arrives, yeah. When she comes, she may not look like Paris. Oh, I've been wanting to diet for years, Blossom, and never made it. I just don't have that whatever it takes. Willpower, whatever you want to call it. I just don't have it. Right, I don't know how long have you been timing me, but I've just done one row since I've been talking to you. Oh no, they give me weird names, Donna, if I do that. I try to do a bit each day, but it's just like, you know, painting the fourth bridge. You know, it never gets any further. I do the kitchen one day, then I walk in the day after, and it's just as bad, you know. Dummy face. No, I'm not calling her dummy face. She's beautiful. I've got nothing I can cross off yet, Nancy. Nothing. I haven't finished anything that I put on my list. One of them was ironing. I did about part of it, but I haven't done it all. Scarlett O'Hara. Ooh, maybe she will be. I don't know. This dummy has got a selection of wigs, so she could be blonde. The other one only had. You have to buy the wigs. They don't come with the mannequin. The mannequin comes with like no clothes on and no hair, no nothing. Yeah. So that's why I called her Paris, because she had this short blonde wig, and she looked a bit like Paris Hilton. Yeah. So I called one of my other mannequins Dolores, because I think that was somebody on here that said her daughter thought that Paris was called Dolores. Yeah, she could have a different name for a different wig. It's funny enough, I put the wig on top of one of the mannequins that doesn't have a head, and my niece walked through the other day and she went, "Oh, cousin it," because the wig's like on backwards, you know. Oh, hi, Linda. Hi there. I think it comes in bits in a box, so I don't think he really knows kind of what he's delivering when he delivers it. Oh God. Somebody wrote on one of my other videos, I joined your video because I was told you were funny. And she's put, well, maybe next time. I thought, I can't be funny all the time. That was just one of those things that just happened that day. It was, honestly. Yeah. Oh, I get some comments sometimes, Ian. Yeah. I can't tell you some of the comments I get because they might be watching. Oh dear. You never know. I wouldn't like to upset anyone. I was going to say when I'd had three so many years or something, but I forgot all about it. It was sometime in March. Your square turned into a triangle. I've done that before. You miss one of your corners. I've still got my dizzy. It's vertigo. I know what it is. I've got sort of exercises from the GP with like you've got to turn your head a certain way. Something to do with lining up the crystals inside your head. But when I, get in bed, if I turn my head a certain way, it's like, whoa, without the alcohol. Not had the whirling pit sensation for a long time. You're looking up a pattern, Denisha, right? Okie dokie. Oh boy, that was hot. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, my coffee was really hot. Yeah, when I lie down in bed, I get pins and needles in my feet. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have earache as much as I had earache behind my ears, the bone things that behind your ears. And I also had funny neck, yeah. Well, next time, when I see you then, Trev, I'll get some energy drinks in. You can come and clean my windows. I get the outside cleaned. And every now and again, I persuade the window cleaner to come inside and clean the inside, when I can't see anymore. So, yeah, I got in bed last night and turned my head to the right, I think it was. Blimey, it was like I've been on the beer all night. It was like, way. But I know what it is. It's just vertigo. No, they don't do anything for me either. Sham, yeah. What do I have on my hook? It's this massive cloak thing I'm doing for a friend of mine. It's taking me forever to do one row now, yeah. Oh, that's probably why then. They don't affect me. Yeah, the Freddo bars were my niece said, oh, she's got to have Freddos. So she stuck them in my trolley when I was shopping for you. I like Freddos, she said. I bet your Freddos were all a jumbled up mess when you got to them. They wouldn't even look like a Freddo. They don't do that to me, Trevor. Wish they gave me some energy. Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to tell if it was a bunny or not, would you see? You can't exactly put a cool box, can you, um, in a parcel that's going to take over a week to get there. No, Kelly has a monster drink every now and again, but she doesn't drink them like she used to. People say to me, "Oh, you shouldn't drink them with this, that, and the other," but they don't do anything for me. Oh, I love Midsummer Murders. I think I've watched every one of them now. I've got some Coke Zero. I bought it today. I haven't used it yet. I know they're dangerous to some kids. Just drink them, don't they? Like the pop. And they are dangerous to have more than one every now and again. Because it's supposed to be a village called that, Midsummer. It's not supposed to be midsummer as in it's summertime. Um, no, the fictitious place is called Midsummer, spelt the way that you spelt it in the first place. I need to take some. I've just started back on iron tablets again because I'm borderline um, anemic. Yeah, I drink Lucozade every now and again, which again I get told off for because of the sugar content. Yeah, it's a good job it's a fictitious place, isn't it, Donna? Otherwise, nobody would go and live there. Vertigo, I've had it years on and off, but I haven't had it for a long, long time. But but now, yeah, I was so tired, Marisa. I just could not. Last Monday and Tuesday, I lost them more or less because all I wanted to do was sleep. I didn't have Gigi, so I was going to do so much without him. And all I did was sleep. See, I made you jealous, didn't I, Miguel? You wanted to have some coffee. Oh, vertigo when you get. I mean, it's calming down a lot. It's only when I move my head a certain direction now. But last Monday and Tuesday, it was whatever I did. As soon as I got up, it was like, yay. I was really scared of kind of like walking. What exercise do I do? Oh, God, I don't do any. I'm terrible. If anything hurts me, I won't do it. I've been anemic on and off all my life. Yes, he did say vitamin D was low, but I've been on tablets for that. So it didn't show up as being low this last blood test I did. I've got a paper here with some exercises to sort my ears out, but I haven't done them. Oh, they're not there. It's not there. Oh no, Sue's going to be coming to see me because her kids live down here. It's just that it takes her quite a while to come down, and at the moment she's still sorting out the house. Would you believe it? She's still trying to find her projects. I know. I was very sad when she decided to move, but I mean, she's always said, for right from when I first met her, that she wanted to retire and live in Scotland. So it's just as it happened all in a rush. I didn't have time, like, kind of to get used to it. She didn't come and say to me, I'm moving in a few weeks' time. It was just like, I'm moving next week. It was like, what? What? So I haven't seen her for probably a couple of months now. Yeah, oh, she's loving it up there, Jane. Who am I to say anything about just because I miss her? Oh, you're talking to Sue. She's not very technical. I've told her we have to get her on. But at the moment, she was sorting out her broadband. She was with a different provider when she was down here, but they don't service the area that she's in. So she's had to change her provider. So I don't know what she's doing. But she's not. She's worse than me for being technical savvy. I keep saying to her, you could talk to your kids. You could voicemail the kids and stuff. But I'm not on Skype anymore. I gave it up. There was nobody I knew on it. So, um, yeah, it was a shock to me. I knew it was coming, if you know what I mean, but it just sort of came with a rush. And I'm like, what? Going next week. Hi, Evie. How are you doing, love? Oh, I'm bad at tech. And I mean, I'm getting this camera on Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? No, Monday. It'll take me about a week to sort out what I'm supposed to be doing with the darn thing. Sue's got two, a boy and a girl, and she's got three granddaughters and a grandson. Empty plastic Easter eggs, I don't know. Oh, you're going now, Connie. Good night, love. All right. Well, it's lovely to see you, Z. I'm very pleased you came on, love. So, hi. Say hi to Claudia for me. I know, I didn't know. I felt so stupid I had to ask Trev. So what's the whip? Paris is not coming till Thursday, Miguel. Yeah, thank you. Night, Z. Night, D. Ooh, something just hit my patio window. Must have been a big fly or something. Good night, Z. Oh, you have to tell him now what a UFO is. Yeah, that would be a good idea, Evie. Yeah, must be a lot of people who have limited sight that might, benefit from you saying how you cope. Yeah. Oh, she's a pain in the what's in that blooming Paris. I've lost my temper with her today. She's going in the garage till I can find a new home for her. I'm hoping Kelly will have her, but I don't think she will. I've got a funny feeling she'll say no. And I'm not packing her up and sending her by post. It's going to cost too much. I don't know whether anybody wants a broken legged. I don't like that word frogging, Sean. I don't know why, I just don't like it. I call it unraveling, unripping, or whatever. But I just don't like. It was the same with me when people used to say, OH, my OH. And I'm thinking, what the heck's an OH? And it was other half, isn't it? And then there was something to do with husbands, wasn't there? And I'm like, I thought, why don't you just say what you mean instead of putting OH and DH and stuff like that? can't. She's not got hollow legs. No, the Gorilla Glue had gone off, I think. It got a bit like honey. It was a bit runny. Whereas when I used it at first, it was thick and gluey. Him indoors. Hi, Tommy. Do I know FEMO? FOMO. Yeah, that's some fear of missing out, is it, or something? I don't have that. Yeah, fear of missing out. No, I don't have that anymore. Yeah, I've got a new Paris coming on Thursday. So Kelly doesn't want Paris. She's up for grabs. But you have to come and get her. I'd like to see you taking her home on the train. Yeah, I think that's where it comes from, Jane. That's why I don't like it. Being called that repeat. Yeah, can you imagine taking Paris home on the train? How long have I had her? Oh, about 6 years, I think now. I'll send her down to London. She can be with all the, what do you call it, the protesters, can't she? Yeah, I unravel things, yeah. Yeah. You could have put her in a hen house, couldn't you, Miguel? Scare away the foxes. I'm sure she's got a use somewhere, but I've just lost my temper with her now. I mean, she's a bit ugly in the feet area, so you couldn't really give her to a charity shop to use her for, window display because her legs all done up in a bandage. And she can't wear trousers to cover it up because she's glued down. So, mind she's come unglued anyway. I know there's lots of people who'd love Paris, but I just don't know. I'm crocheting a full length cape for a friend of mine. Oh, I love cows. I just don't like bulls. Cows are nice. They're very gentle creatures. I know they can trample people, but you know, I grew up like walking through fields of cows, so they don't really worry me. My new mannequin is like a doppelganger of Paris, so that's why I thought I'd just call her Paris. Because if anybody who doesn't know me, um, yeah, there could be a whistle. Yeah, anybody that doesn't know me would think it was the same one. I think I'll have to wait and see. Her face may be slightly different, but I could always swap heads, put Paris's head on, except for the fact that she's got like a bit of a wonky eye. But my Paris is quite pretty. So I need to know whether this new one's going to be pretty. If it's an ugly sod, I'm going to swap heads. Now, I used to walk to my grandma's when I was a little girl. And I used to walk through this field of cows, and I used to love them. They used to amble up to me like being nosy. Don't you dare. Oh dear. I tell you what, I couldn't have scripted that video. I couldn't have done it on purpose, if you know what I mean. There's no way. Yeah. Oh, I'm still not putting it on there. What, being known as the woman who talks to a mannequin? Yeah, they did. They used to dry them and use them as fuel. Oh. Yeah, they make like what they call cob, don't they? When they used to make those mud huts, they used to use dung for that as well, as well as mud, because it has bits of straw and stuff in it, like grass um, that the cows eat. So therefore, it always sticks. Oh, I was trod on by one of those blooming, what do you call them? Them big heavy horses. Um, Shire. But luckily, I was in mud. The ground was mud. So when the horse stood on me, instead of squashing my foot, it just squashed my foot into the mud, thankfully. So I was a bit bruised, but not as bad as I would have been if if I'd have been like on concrete or something and it would have stood on me. It would have broken all the bones in my foot. But I just got away with a bruise. Yeah, I mean, it didn't mean to do it. It was just stood on me by accident, this horse, yeah. But the blooming big horses, I tell you. They're lovely, but when you see them like close up, they're just huge. And they weigh a ton when they stand on you, I tell you. Hi, Beverly. I'm crocheting a cape, full length cape. I never want to ride a horse. They just scare me, horses, yeah. Crocheting a blanket. Oh no, I don't like crocheting blankets. I'm struggling with this because it's like going around a blanket. That's why I'm doing a bit when I'm talking to you. I usually do this when I'm watching something interesting on the television because I don't have to kind of watch it the same, yeah. Oh no, don't want to ride a horse, too big. Might hurt your bottom as well if you're riding a bike. And you haven't ridden a bike for years, and you suddenly ride a bike. Ooh. Hi, Jenny. Who's me? As me? Oh, hiya, Mia. I didn't see you sneaking in. What, you going around the edge, Ian? Yeah, it takes forever, doesn't it? Have you ever caught your leg on the pedal? Caught your shin on a pedal when you miss your footing on a bike? Ooh, boy, does that hurt. I used to ride my brother's bike sometimes, and he had pedals that had the spiky bits on them, you know. And oh, Okay, Miguel. I don't know why he had pedals that look like torture chambers. Well, it whacked me in the. That's the own fault for pinching his back, I suppose. But yeah, the pedal whacked me in the middle of my shin. Tell you what, I didn't ride his bike for a while. Well, hello, she had. Oh, blimey, that's a big one. When I was little, I used to ride a Shire horse because I wasn't as wimpy then. With two of my friends, because when we were in Wales, my friend's dad had a farm, and we're going back into the what 1950, something like that, 50s, and they still used a horse to do a lot of the jobs on the farm. And her dad used to put us both on top of the horse. I mean, I was braver then than I am now because there was no saddle on the darn thing. We just had to hold on to its mane here. He's been watching that advert too much, Sean. Yeah, I bought a bike about, I don't know how many years ago. But it's so hilly around here, I had to finish up pushing it half the way before I could actually get to ride it. I thought, nah, this is not for me. I never used to mind riding a bike when I was younger, but of course there wasn't all this traffic like there is now. It scared me now. The only thing that used to scare me was when a big wagon or a bus went past. You know, they kind of suck you in as they go past, don't they? That used to scare me. You get that kind of a draft, don't you? Like a sucking. I wouldn't like to ride on them. I used to ride everywhere when I was young, yeah. But like I said, there wasn't anything like the amount of traffic that there is now when I was young. Oh, I couldn't ride a skateboard. I did try once on my son's skateboard and then he broke my neck. Yeah, I walked everywhere. Well, we didn't go and we didn't have bus fare. We had to walk to school as long as pampering, driven up to the door and stuff like that. So stop whinging, put your wellies on, put your hood up, you'll be all right. It could be lashing you down with rain, yeah. You still had to walk to school. Your brother getting blown about everywhere. The rain trickling down inside your Wellingtons. Ooh, those were the days. Hey, you've been a what? Well, I don't drive anymore, Nathan. I let my driving license lapse when I was 70. I don't have a car and I can't afford one, so I'm lucky I've got my little scooter, so that means I can drive around locally. Can't go far on it because it's only got a limit of what, about uh 8 miles or so. Yeah, when we were young, we did all sorts of things. I used to ride bikes and stuff, but as I say, it wasn't as scary as it is. There's twice as much traffic on the road now, so I wouldn't even like to try it now. Even when I learned to drive, there was only half as much traffic as there is now. You have your headphones on, Beverly, right? Okay. No, I think he pressed go before he'd finished typing what he was going to say. I was supposed to pedal, on one of those set of those like indoor little pedal things, but mine keep moving along the carpet, so you're pedaling and they're going further away from you, so you have to keep pulling them back and then pedaling like that and pulling them back. So I thought, phew. No, I don't want all the expense of a car now anymore, Jane. I mean, I'm on a fixed income like millions of other pensioners, so it would take such a huge chunk of my money. It will mean I'd have to give up something else, and I don't mean anything like a luxury. I'd have to really scrimp and save to get a car and to pay the insurance and pay everything else and that. To me, it's just not worth it. I get a taxi when I want to go somewhere. Yeah, they're very expensive to run. So if I need to go to hospital or places that, um, that I need to go to, I just get a taxi. All right, it might be £12 there. Excuse me. £12 back, but it's still cheaper because I only go to the hospital every now and again. So it's still cheaper than actually keeping a car on the drive and not using it. Well, good night, Linda. Yeah, I don't have any form of ID because my passport's out of date. I don't have a driver's license, so the only thing I have as an ID is my bus pass, would you believe? Because you have to have ID with a picture on it. So never thought about that. I just thought of getting 2 bricks and sticking them behind it. You're about as unlucky as Miguel, aren't you, Shad? Yeah, they stopped taking out of date passports. And I said, I don't know why. It's still me, even though it's out of date. So why can you not use an out of date passport for ID? Stupid, isn't it, really? No, you can't. You can get. They were talking about everybody having ID, and everybody was up in arms about it, saying, "Oh, we don't want an ID. We don't want this. We don't want that." And I mean, I've got nothing to hide. I wish I did have an ID card. Yeah, it's out of date, but it's still me. I'm not paying like 70 odd pound just to get a driver's license or a passport, just to have ID. Because if I'm not going anywhere, why should I have a blooming passport? It's money. About 75, 80 quid to get a passport now, or even more. I've got no plans to go abroad, so I'd get a new passport if I was going somewhere. But I'm not paying for one to sit in the drawer when I've not got any plans to go abroad. It's been a long, long time since I went to a nightclub, Nathan. I should imagine a percentage of Americans that leave the country to go on, oh, God, that's even worse, Nathan. I mean, in England, the weather's sort of iffy. You know, if you want to go on holiday here in the UK, you're taking a risk with the weather. So, but I mean, in the US, if you go from one end of the US to the other, it's like different planet, isn't it, with weather-wise and everything. Yeah, I'm not paying £80 for just to get some ID. It's tough. Well, it's expensive if you're not going abroad, isn't it? The last time I got a passport, it was when I went to Scathos, but it's I think they stopped all that now, Trev. I think you have to have a separate one for kids now. I don't think the UK do ID only driver's license. My driver's license expired anyway 3 years ago. I never bothered renewing it. I didn't see any point when there was no car. Yeah, I wouldn't mind carrying an ID card. Doesn't worry me. I've done nothing wrong. I think people who don't want to carry ID cards and that must have something suspicious in the background. There's a reason why they don't want one. I'm about 41 inches now from the top to the bottom, but it needs to be about 56 inches. But each row is going longer and longer. So it's taking me longer. I've only done about a row and a half all the time I've been on here tonight. Been on here nearly 2 hours. All right, I've stopped. And no, we don't need ID to vote. They just let anybody vote. Not quite. Yeah, the rules are all different. I mean, like your kids get a driving licenses a lot earlier than what our kids do. If they're not married, I think it is, Nathan. I don't know though. It's to stop people abducting the kids, isn't it? You know, that's to stop kids. I suppose if you had sole custody of your children, you know, by law or whatever, you know, so you had an abusive husband or something, then perhaps it doesn't, you know, you only have to get, you know, you have to get one signature or something. Yeah, they used to be on your. I mean, my son was on our passport. I think he was he on my passport? Because I know it was a bit awkward because it was on one parent or the other parent, and there was cases like in the UK where one of the parents had an accident, like when they were abroad or something like that, and the other person couldn't bring the child home because he wasn't on their passport. Yeah, so I think that, you know, they need their own passports really. Yeah, but she brought you back, didn't she? Yeah, you used to be able to get one, didn't you? Just a little brown passport for a year. I know I got one of those once when I was younger. I was going to France, but I never got there. But I was going to France to meet my pen friend, but unfortunately she flunked her exams and her mum wouldn't let her invite me out. She said she had to concentrate on retaking her exams. So I never got there. Never got to see my pen friend. Oh, my stomach is going, making singing songs to me. I never bothered changing my name when I got divorced. It's a lot of rigmarole, you know, going through changing all, changing your bank account, changing whatever. It's a lot of rigmarole. And then I'd have a different name to my son, so I don't really care for my maiden name anyway, so I just kept the name because my son was called that name. Yeah, I had my married name longer than I had my other. I don't even think of myself as my maiden name anymore. Hi, Classy Kim. It's a lot of faffing about changing your name. That's cheeky, Trev. Yeah, I don't think at my time of life I wouldn't bother to change my name now because I had a single name till I was 22, and then I had my married name until whatever. So I've actually had my married name longer. The only people who knew me by my maiden name were people that I went to school with. Yeah. Well, thank you, Rebecca. My maiden name was Buckley. I can't claim my ex's pension because he got me to sign a form, and I didn't know I was signing away my rights to his pension. I thought I was just signing to the fact I didn't want any maintenance, because that was how he put it to me. No, Buckley. 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 Yeah, that's the one. No, I was a bit daft, me. I just trusted him when I got divorced. It was only when I come to claim my pension that I realised what happened. And of course, by then it was too late because I'd signed it years before. I'm a Romany gypsy, am I? Woo! Yeah, my son was old enough to have his own passport, so there was never any problem about him going abroad because he was over the age. So we never had any arguments about that, about child maintenance or anything, because he was working when his dad left. I would never get married again. No inclination to. Never met anybody. It's not in my nature to get married again. I don't see much point. I only got married the first time because of my child, yeah. You know, to give him rights, like, because back in the day there wasn't the rights that there are now. Oh, my dress, yeah. It's one of my eBays. Yeah. It's no good being bitter, though, Lydia. You just have to take it and roll. Yeah, I'm a Romany gypsy, apparently, according to Trev. I thought I was Scottish. My DNA said Scottish, Irish, and Welsh. It never mentioned anything about English. The only time I think it matters about getting married is like, you know, to safeguard your house if you own a house and safeguard your kids if you've got kids. And, you know, that's the the kind of only reason to get married. But like that, none of those are a reason why I would get married now. You know, I wouldn't want to get married now and then him have rights to my house. You know, say for example, he'd never bought himself a house or anything like that. Why would I marry him and then he has part of my house? No, don't think so. No. You see me in the Gypsy TV shows, yeah. No, did when I got married and we bought the house. My dad insisted that my name went on the house, and I didn't know why at the time. But my ex-husband just agreed to it because, like, we were both young and naive, and I was so glad my dad had insisted on that. So I mean, I stayed in the house when I got well, not before I got divorced, when I was separated. I was fortunate my ex-husband um, didn't contest it. He just wanted his half of money, and when he got that, he was quite happy. So there was never any problem about him. Well, he didn't leave actually. I threw him out. But if we're being absolutely truthful, what's on my hook tonight? A floor-length cape is on my hook tonight, which is now measuring about probably 43 inches. Now you're very sleepy, are you, Blossom? Right, well, I've done 2 rows tonight so far. What are you going on about, Honey Boo? I don't understand what you're going on about, Honey Boo. Oh, the gypsies, yeah. No, I'm not a gypsy, only in name. Name only. Not a real gypsy. I have no claims to gypsy heritage at all. I'll see you later, Blossom. Oh, there's more on this ball than I thought. The ball was collapsing. The only person I like in my bed now is the dog. I sleep with Gigi when he's here, and I sleep with Poppy when she's here. But they're the only people who are allowed in my bed anymore. I couldn't sleep with a human. I've not slept with a human for years. It'd keep me awake. I'm just not used to it. What am I making, Rebecca? I am making a full-length cake for a friend of mine. You're crocheting, right? Yeah, dogs tend to be a bit of a bed hog, but I get a wonderful night's sleep when I'm with the dog. Yeah. I don't know whether it's just like my mind relaxes when I know that the dog's on the bed and I'm safe. Not with Gigi, but when I've got the big dog. I always used to sleep with with my boxer dog. He snored like the dickens, that one did. It was wonderful. Before that, I used to share the bed with the cat. My phone gives me the message noise when somebody posts something on Instagram. And I'm like, why? I don't want to know if somebody's posted me something on Instagram. Not in the middle of the night, I don't. Gosh, there's more on this ball than I thought there would be. I have to turn off the notifications. Oh, I'll have to get Kelly to do that. You know me, I'm thick when it comes to anything like that. I'll have to get either our Ian or Vic or Kelly to turn it off for me. Yeah, that message noise is unbelievably annoying in the middle of the night because you wake up because you think you've got a proper message. And you think, oh my God, what's happened? How's Kelly? She's not been very well, actually. She's had a bad bug thing here in the kids. When I last spoke to her, was it yesterday or the day before? She was getting over it. Oh, I talk to myself. I pretend I'm talking to Gigi, but I'm really talking to myself. Especially when we are deciding, what we're having for dinner, me, myself, and I. It's, as you say, sometimes when I've not spoken to anybody, like for a couple of days, except on chatting on here, but that's not real chatting, it's just like typing, isn't it? I chatter away to myself just to hear the voice, yeah. Otherwise, it's so quiet. If nobody's phoned to me or anything like that. Oh, I've got a fear of doing that, Ian. I always think, did I just say that out loud? And you would have done in case you did. Toothpaste. I've just watched a trailer about these old dears that were talking to that Alexa. And I think it was June Brown, it's off EastEnders. She wanted a recipe for scones, whatever you call them. And it kept giving her all sorts of things. Oh, you probably get more sense out of the cat than the dog. You're only mildly insane, huh? You're on the wrong channel then, because we're all a little bit whoopy around here. I just mumble away. I mumble away to myself, yeah. The phone I had before this one, it used to have a voice where you could talk to it and it would write it all down. Should see some of the things it tried to write for me. It didn't understand my accent at all. Have you ever said to Alexa, tell us a joke? Or Ian did that. It tells you the most pathetic, wimpy jokes. The kind of jokes you get out of a cracker. Just try asking her to tell you, Siri or Alexa or whatever it is you've got. Just try asking her to tell you a joke. You'll get some really strange answers. Oh, whistle while you work. Yeah, we've whistled him away. I don't know, I've not got one. I've not got a Siri or an Alexa or anything like that. Not got one. Why would I need one? Hi, Denise. Oh no, it's the only exercise I get. Turning lights off. I mean, those were the days when we used to have to walk over. Oh, excuse me. And move the camera. Move the camera around. Although I keep looking over there for the like where it usually is. Well, they do say that people listening. No, 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 I don't know. I mean, I haven't got one, so I don't like the idea of somebody listening in. I never used to like baby monitors because they used to pick up next door having an argument, and it was very embarrassing. You know, we sat down here like hearing them having a row, and you're thinking, but you didn't want to turn it off because the baby was upstairs. But I didn't really want to hear next door having a row. Yeah, they're supposed to. It was a well. It was in the paper. Was it last week or the week before? That Amazon had admitted that they do listen in. I mean, apparently, like if you're talking and you mention that you want a new bed or something like that, and the next thing you start getting all these adverts for beds and everything. So they've got to be listening in, haven't they? I mean, it's like this on Facebook, isn't it? You mention something on Facebook, and the next thing you get an adverts to buy them. You know, if you say, "Oh, I think I need a new bed" or something like that, and then you get all these bed adverts coming at you. So somebody listens in something, you know. Yeah, they listen to me, they get a bit bored. Yeah, they probably show up when your mother was there or your grandma or something, yeah. Alexa would say, what's your credit card number? I know, it's like Big Brother's watching you, isn't it? What, you're hoping that somebody will send you some nature craft? Yeah, well, I think we should talk about free yarn, shouldn't we? And see whether or not we get any. Unless it's been gifts, I've never really got any, had any. Anything I review, I've paid for unless it was a gift, yeah. Yeah, it would be nice to get some yarn samples, won't it? Sorry about that, yeah. I've never used Women's Institute yarn. Somebody had some on one of the videos I just watched. I don't know whether they heard that. Yeah. Well, maybe you did put your toothpaste in the oven. How do you know? Did you go and have a look? It's not so bad here now. I shut the doors on the windows. It was getting a bit cold. I do get yarn sent to me, but not by companies. Tell her I got some from Hobium once. That was only because my friend got it for me, if you know what I mean. She was friendly with the bloke who owned Hobium. I mean, friends have sent me. Miguel was here. He went to see to the hens, I think. I don't think he's come back yet. Mia was on earlier. No, I just point the camera to the wall when I'm not using it. Yeah, some people are lucky enough to get, yarn to sample or to get books to preview and things. I never get anything. All the magazines that I get, I buy. Lovely. No, the only free stuff I get is from Hobium. And they sent me a little roll country thing. And those awful sweets. No, it wasn't Hobium, sorry, it's Hobby. I get them mixed up. Yeah, they did. That was through a friend of mine that got it for me, though. She'd probably done with a big sharp stick. That's the only free stuff I've got apart from people sending me gifts. Some people get all sorts of stuff to review, don't they? Books and stuff like that. I never get any. Perhaps it's because I'm too truthful. Well, they annoy me that you look at something and you're looking at it for ages and then you decide you're not going to get it. And then you get little emails, don't you? Have you forgotten? Or we will give you 5% discount on this that you have been looking at. And I'm like, no, I decided I didn't want it. Yeah, Amazon do that. Yeah, definitely a whistle. Yeah, I live stream from the PC here. Uh, I've never tried live streaming from anything else. My camera would run out of blooming battery by this time. And if I start using it when it's switched on, it gets red hot. How long have I been podcasting? Oh gosh, can't remember. I don't count it up. I don't put like numbers on like some people do when they say podcast number 164 or something. Um, well, you just back from an Easter egg hunt. Did you find any? Yeah, and you have to know what you're ordering. You know, some of it is. I think ice yarn with a lot of people in America struggle with it because it's not the thickness of yarns that you're used to. It's a lot finer. It's what we're used to in the UK, but like you're used to worsted and red heart and stuff like that, which are all finer. The ice yarn's all finer, sorry. Yeah, I smile at DOI Creations when she always goes, "Oh, this is so thin" or something, and I'm looking at it thinking it looks like normal double knit to me, you know. Some of the ice yarn is absolutely fantastic, but at the moment I'm on Hobby or Hobium because they have the organic cotton. Yeah, I think a lot of Americans don't think anything finer than like worsted is really thin, and it makes me smile sometimes because they're holding up like our double knitting and they're going, "It's so fine." I'm like, "No, why don't you try fingering? That's then you can call it so fine." The type of wool I'm using at the moment is actually some Aran that I got from Lolly's Little Wool Shack. It's called, oh God, I forgot what it's called now. Harmony. Yeah, we're used to double knitting over here. We're used to the finer. I mean, to me, the red heart is super thick. Yeah, it reminds me almost of chunky. I do like thick yarn for certain things, but sometimes, especially when you're making something for a baby, red heart is really super thick. I don't mind making a blanket or something, but I wouldn't like to make a little baby cardigan out of the red heart. It's a bit thick. Oh my goodness me, Nathan, your electric bill will be high. Oh, I like the red heart. Don't get me wrong, I do like red heart. But I do think it's a bit thick for the baby unless you're making a blanket. It's a bit thick for a cardigan or something. Oh, good evening, Janet. Um, what I do, Lydia, is I work out the cost of everything, um, all in all, considering with the postage as well. And then I divide it by how many balls of yarn I'm buying. And if it's more money than what I can buy it for in the UK, similar thing, then I wouldn't order it. But 90% of the time, it's a lot cheaper than what I would have to pay over here. It's like the organic cotton. Serdar's organic cotton is like £5 something a ball. But the hobby, um, even with the postage, is cheaper to me. Well, Kelly and I shared an order between us, and it came to over 50 something pound, and we got post free on it. Yeah. So it all depends, if you can get a couple of friends to join together with you, and then you can get free shipping. Thomas, gosh, is it only 11:30? I'm already going. Cottons over here are quite expensive in the UK compared with what I can buy, from Hobby and More Hobby. Cottons over here are easily £5 a ball or more, between £5 and £6. When do you know, Joyce? I don't know. No, I mean it's. I think ice and hobby and hobium are more thicknesses that we're used to in the UK. Are you eating soggy, melted, like Cadbury's eggs? I mean, if you put an order in and you just put everything in your cart, and then when it tells you when the postage is, and so you have to average it all out by how many bowls you've ordered to see how much it is plus the postage, and still see whether or not it's still worth your while. Oh God, I know they have deep fat Mars bars, don't they? Also, deep fried Mars bars. Well, I remember my dad nearly being sick. He went to the chip shop and he wanted a meat pie, and they put it in the fat, and oh. Deep fried Twinkies. I don't mind potatoes battered. You know, when you get like those, we used to call them scallops. They had to be big potatoes, not fresh new ones. And we used to cut them, make them into what they used to call fritters, I think, or something. Yeah. I wouldn't like to taste it if they deep fried a Cadbury's cream egg. It would be a bit gooey. What's my favourite thing to make? Probably crochet tops, you know, something like that. A chocolate milk fried. You have some strange things to eat. Oh, corn dogs looking gummy. Yeah, I could never understand how they do like this Bake Alaska, where they put this meringue stuff around ice cream. I could never understand why the ice cream doesn't all melt and run out. Oh, simply elegant sweater. You just turn it once and get what was the bottom finishes up being the top on the shoulder. It's just a one twist. Well, that was not enough then. I'd gone then. I thought, I just woke up and thought, why am I looking at myself? Then I realised I'd nodded off. Now you know that I do that. Yeah, I do that. It's part of my sleep apnea. I don't even know I'm going to do it in anybody. I just do it. And no, I can be anywhere and I'll just go. And then I wake up a few seconds later and I'm like, why? What happened? Oh no, I do that a lot. Yeah, don't worry about me. It's normal for me. Normal for me to do that. Usually I'm on my own when I do it, so yeah, it's just something we can't help. It's a kind of narcolepsy, really. Usually only lasts a few minutes or even a few seconds. Yeah, I just no, I just went to sleep. I wasn't falling asleep. I was just Yeah, if she's got what I've got, it's so something we can't help. I can be sitting talking to somebody and then just go. Yeah, diabetes, yeah. No, it's not anything to do with that. It's not like a diabetic coma or anything. It's to do with my sleep apnea. They did test me thinking I had narcolepsy, but I don't. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I had a little nap. I had a little nap. I just came to and thought, why am I looking at myself? I just went apparently do a power nap. It only lasted a few seconds. It's funny though, I don't feel as tired now. I just had that little lapse, if you know what I mean. No, I do it all the time when I'm watching TV. And I can't be out for long because um, I don't miss much in the program, if you know what I mean. No, it's just something that my brain does. My brain just turns off. And it's not something I can control. Oh, you missed me nodding off, Jen. I'm gone. How long was I gone for? No, I don't drive anymore. That's another reason why I don't drive anymore. Just a few seconds. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. No, I don't. I do it all the time. It's just I don't think I've ever done it. Yeah, I've done it before. And then making a video one time. Yeah, I've got one. Yeah, exactly. How would you wake me up? Oh no, I do it a lot. I did it once on a video. You know, when I was making a video. I don't mean when I was on a live one. I was just yeah. I've got a CPAP machine. Yeah, that's what I mean. It was only 30 seconds. Yeah, I just go out. It's just usually about a minute or two. Yeah, well, it's just 20 minutes. No, it wasn't 20 minutes, Shad. You're just trying to scare me now. Yeah. No, it's kind of to me. It's almost like I don't even feel tired. It's just like a little faint or whatever. It was 15. Yeah, I'm sure you would have all gone home if I was sleeping for 15. You would have texted me or something, Trevor, if I'd have been gone for 15 minutes. Oh, I've done that when people have been in the house and I wake up and everybody's gone home and um, they've turned the light off and locked the door and gone home and left me. That hasn't happened for a while, actually. By the time the bobbies had come round here, I tell you, I'd have been wide awake. Well, I see Kelly's not been on tonight now. She's not answered my text message saying that she want Paris. And she's probably still reeling from the shock. No, I stopped driving when I found myself doing that. Um, it was kind of, do I make dog sweaters? No, I've never made one. Well, I made one when I was a teenager for my little poodle, but I've not made one since. I did get a book of patterns one time, but then I found out that Gigi won't wear them, so I never bothered. And I'm certainly not making one for my son's Rottweiler. She would have worn one anyway. She's got like a double coat. Well, she's a Rottweiler cross, and she's got this big, thick double coat. So the last thing she would need would be a sweater. Gigi likes being cuddled up in a shawl, yeah. Yeah, the bobbies, yeah. The peelers, as they used to be called, yeah. Robert Peel. Yeah. Yeah, the busies. I haven't heard him called the busies for a long time. I watch a lot of the cop videos, the ones in the UK. And I've also like inside the ambulance. That must be freaky or something. It must like violence or something. I watch inside the ambulance and that King's Cross Hospital things. Don't know why I want to watch all them. I used to watch Cops, the one that was in America years and years ago, where they used to sing that bad boys, bad boys. It used to tickle me though, I don't want to be rude, but some of the cops that were on that, they were really fat. And I used to think, how can they run after? You run after people when they were huge. So I bet they were puffing and panting. I'd be no good at that with all that blood and stuff. Oh, my ears just switched on. That's what I mean about me dizziness. I've got a bit of tinnitus and one of my ears just suddenly switched off then. Oh dear Lord, I'm not cold tonight. Wearing a blanket. I've only done 3 rows and I've been here on nearly 3 hours and I've only done 3 rows. Yeah, honestly, some of the cops in America are so fat. Mind you, I was watching the ambulance men over here and there's a lot of fat ones there, bulging out the uniforms. I'm thinking, you're medics. I mean, I've got nothing to say because I'm fat, but I'm not a medic. We're doing a swap, Trev. Doing a swap for it. We're not changing money. I know, but have you watched some of the cops in America? They're really massive. I don't mean a bit fat, because I mean I'm fat, but I'm not a cop, am I? Yeah. You see, I've never smoked, so I can't, say anything about smoking. I just wish I could give up food for a while. We've all got our vices, haven't we? I stopped. I never smoked, but I did used to drink. And I've never done drugs except for prescription. But we've all got vices. Mine's the fact I eat all the wrong stuff. Yeah, it must be nice to be in a slim state. Yeah, I've watched them waddling after people and they're nearly half dead when they've finished. And I'm thinking, you haven't got a cat and else chance of catching them, yeah. Yeah, it's just some on the TV programs. Some of the TV programs are just so big, aren't they? And the women are as bad. You see the women with the bulging, over the trousers and everything. And I'm thinking, my God, you're sat in your bum too long. That's my trouble. I eat the wrong things and sit on my bottom much too much. I wish I could go walking now. Do I have a yarn? Oh God, do I ever have a big yarn stash? I need to get mine sorted out. It's just beyond a joke. Yeah, I suppose they would shoot. We don't usually shoot in England. Yeah. Yeah, I've got to the age now where I think, what the heck, When they say, oh, it'll make you live longer if you don't do this, that, and the other, and I think, so what? Yeah, my doctor, when I was a teenager, used to smoke like a chimney. And he used to smoke while he was talking to you, in his room. He always had a cigarette in his mouth. And you're thinking back, you think, what a great doctor was he? You're going in for something and he's, yeah, I know that, but we're talking about the bit that hangs over when the belts have pulled that tight kind of thing. They look as though they've got a bulge on top and a bulge at the bottom. Oh, I know. I wonder what my excuse is. Do you think I've got stress, Pickety? Stitch. Is that why I'm fat? Good for you, Alicia. Now, you see, I've never had to quit smoking because I never started. But I did have to quit alcohol because that was one of my vices years ago. Yeah, weebles wobble and they don't fall down. He weighs 5 pounds now. That's one big turtle. I don't think he'd survive in the wild, Shad. I think you're stuck with him now. Feeding him too well if he's 5 pounds, aren't you? I occasionally go in the stash room and then I'll find something that kind of talks to me. I'll look at it and I think, that wants to be so and so. When I buy it, I think it's pretty. When I buy it, I don't have a plan for it. Um, but one day, I go in the room and I think, oh, that's talking to me. That's telling me it wants to be a shawl or whatever. Yeah, I still like a drink now and again, but it is now and again. You know, I buy sort of like a bottle of rum or a bottle of whatever, and it lasts me forever. Well, I've gone mad, as you know, ordering that organic cotton because that's what the little tops I've been making have been made in. Apparently, it's to appeal to the vegans or something who use organic cotton. I mean, I never knew that they did different things too. Oh, oh, that's a bit sad. I paid young chicken and I lost. So that row's going to have to come back. Thought I had enough. But I don't, so it's going to have to come back. I can't see any difference actually in the organic cotton, Grace. It's just that you can say, honestly, like that it's organic cotton, which the vegans like or something. I mean, I don't understand. Well, apparently, it's cotton that's grown without any pesticides or something. Whatever. I really don't know the difference. It doesn't feel any different, that's for sure. But being an honest person, I wouldn't like to describe ordinary cotton as organic, so I've got organic cotton. That's why I've been buying. Yeah, it's probably the organic cotton. Well, I've been ordering more yarn, Alicia, but it's just purely because I wanted this organic cotton. I mean, this was ordered specially for this cape, but I've got a few colours left over. I'm going to have to think of something to make in shades of green. Oh, hello, whistle, whistle. Whistle, whistle, whistle while you work. Yeah, whistle. Let me do a whistle. It's gone now. Yeah, that's what I mean is the vegans. I don't know whether the vegans will want to buy my little tops anyway, but I thought we'd give it a go because it was like on special offer. You were sorting out your Lego dimensions. I had to undo the whole row. Near enough. Yeah, well, it's on the label anyway. If you want to look at the label, it says organic cotton on it. So, but I did make a boo-boo actually. I ordered a load of cotton because they had it on sale price, and I thought, oh, that's great. That's what I want. And when it came, I thought, oh, I've ordered ordinary cotton. But I mean, I won't label it. I won't label it as organic. I'll just label it as cotton. Don't want to be stung by the labelling police for falsifying anything. Oh dear. Well, that was a waste of time and space. I just had to unravel all that. Oh yeah, I will. I'll be putting it on my page when I finished it. Yeah. Well, that was a waste of time. Going halfway across the row and discovering I didn't have enough wool. I played chicken and I lost. I lost my game of yarn chicken. Oh, is that what it is, Marisa? It doesn't feel any different. I mean, if you put two next to me, and they had no labels on. I couldn't tell you which was organic and which one wasn't, because it doesn't feel any different to me. But obviously I wouldn't sell anything as organic cotton if it wasn't. I don't want it to be done for false representation, or falsely. Oh, I will show me cake when I've done it before I send it off. Yeah, it would be guess which yarn, because I doubt if anybody could really tell. Yeah, but does that mean they're actually in the cotton? It's like narrow into it when you find bits of twig in it. I must admit, though, I do like that jacket that Zelda and RJ3 made with different shades of Noro. It just looks like she's used one different variegated. Yeah. Oh, that was my phone telling me it's got a low battery. Well, you'll have to have a low battery for a while, because I'm not going to charge it. Yeah, she had a lot of one balls of the Noro. So she did like the two sides at the same time so that she'd get the same on either side. And you know, it looks really nice. She thinks she'd done it all in one shade. Oh, right. So you think he's going to be all right with you if you release him into the wild? You have to pick a nice place to release him. You can't just go around the corner and let him loose on the main road, can you? Right, I'm starting that row again. It'll take me at least another half hour. Well, probably about 3/4 of an hour to do this row. Although I might stop it because it's 12 and I'm already going to sleep here again. This time I am going to sleep. I'm not just going. I hope I get a message back from Kelly tomorrow so I know that she's okay. She may have gone to her mum's, actually, with it being Easter. You know, we don't know really until I get hold of her. Yeah, I need more than a power nap now. It's getting to the stage where I need to send Gigi out for his last little run around the back garden, and I need to take my pills and go to bed. I can see, look at my eyes are going black underneath now because they're going tired. Can you see the rings? Ooh. I've tried doing that, what do you call it? Concealer. Doesn't work on me anyway. All it happens is the creases under my eyes get clogged up and they look even worse. You know, like these old dears, like, do you remember Barbara Cartland used to wear this loads of powder or something? Yeah. Well, good night, Lydia. Oh, I'll be following you soon. Tarts do a good concealer, do they? Oh, tart. All right, Marlene. I shall see you next weekend, hopefully, Trev. Because I'm nodding here now. I know I just went before, but this time I'm really nodding. And I know I'm nodding now. This is the ordinary kind of sleepy. So this is the time I think I say good night. I've been on 3 hours anyway. So I think it's time to say good night, people. So nighty-night to everyone. I'm not going through everybody's names. I'll say good night to Trev because he's going right now. And yep, I think we're all going to say good night because look at my black eyes. Woo! So happy Easter to everybody. Yes, if you celebrate. Yeah. So night, 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 night. Andy is waving goodbye. That's for the English people or the British people. Andy is waving goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.